Good evening, ma'am. I'm a chief engineer, Kenneth Terry, and I'm presenting the how marine engine works in the ship. Marine engine on the ships are responsible for propulsion of the vessel from one port to another, whether it's a small ship plying in the coastal areas or of a massive on voyaging international waters. A marine engine of either 4-stroke and 2-stroke is fitted on board ship for the propulsion purpose. The marine engines are heat engines used for converting heat, which is generated by burning fuel into useful work, i.e. developing thermal energy and transforming into mechanical energy. The engines used on board ships are internal combustion engines, a type in which the combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder and the heat is generated post the combustion process. Ship engine working principle. As mentioned in real IC international combustion, engines are mainly used for machine propulsion and power generation purpose. The working of the marine engine can be explained by the following procedure. The fuel is injected at a controlled amount at high pressure. A mixture of fuel and air is compressed inside the engine cylinder with the help of piston, which result is an explosion of the mixture when the pressurized due to compression. As a result, heat is released which increase the pressure of the burning gas. Ship engine, 2-stroke and 4-stroke engines. The sudden increase in the pressure pushes the piston downwards and transmit the transverse motion into the rotary motion of the crankshaft. Using connecting rod arrangement, the explosion is repeated continuously for maintaining the power output depending upon the type of marine engine and its usage. The crankshaft is connected by a flywheel either to the alternator to the propeller arrangement for doing the mechanical work. To obtain continuous rotation of the crankshaft, the explosion has to be repeated continuously. Before the explosion, the used gases are drawn out of the cylinder through the exhaust valve and fresh air is supplied, which help to push the used gas and also to provide fresh air for the next combustion process. Types of marine diesel engines. The two basic types of marine diesel engines are 4-stroke engine and 2-stroke engine. A 4-stroke engine can be installed on the ship to produce electrical power and also to propel the ship. Usually it's in a small size vessel. This engine takes 4 cycles to complete the transfer of power from the combustion chamber to the crankshaft. The events taking place in IC engines are as follows. Suction stroke for taking the fresh air inside the chamber, which is the downward movement of the piston. Compression stroke to compress the air-fuel mixture, which is an upward movement of the piston. Power stroke, in which explosion takes place and the piston in push downwards. Exhaust stroke, which is an upward movement of the piston to draw out useless gases. The 4 events are completely in 4 strokes of the piston. 2 revolutions of the crankshaft. An inlet and exhaust valve is fitted at the top of the cylinder head to draw a fresh air and to expel the used exhaust gas. Both the valves and the fuel pump, which supply fuel to the injector, are operated using crankshaft, which is driven by crankshaft using a gear drive. In a 4-stroke engine, the camshaft runs at half the speed of the crankshaft. The crankcase is open to the piston liner arrangement, which assists in the lubrication of the liner. The 2-stroke engine are used for vessel propulsion and are bigger in size as compared to the 4-stroke engines. In this engine, The complete sequence is completed in 2 cycles, i.e., suction and compression stroke, which is the upward movement of the piston to draw fresh air inside to the compressed air-fuel mixture. Power and exhaust, which is the downward movement of the piston due to the explosion inside the chamber, followed by removal and exhaust through the exhaust valve fitted on the top of cylinder. A stopping box is used which separates and seals the crankcase against the combustion chamber. How and where is ship's engine made? If you have seen engines on ship, including small 4-stroke generator engines and also the massive 2-stroke propulsion engines, one though which must have crossed your mind is how and where these engines were made. The most famous engine manufacturers whose engines are used in ships are MAN, diesel and turbo, previously B&W engines, famous for high, medium, and low-speed marine engines. Wärtsilä, previous Sellner's engines, famous for high, medium, and low-speed marine engines. Mitsubishi, producing engines for light, medium, and heavy-duty application. Rolls-Royce, famous of the cruise ship and naval ship engines. Caterpillar, manufactures for medium speed and high speed marine diesel engine. So that's my report, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good night po.